What's going on, Jet fans? It's your boy Luke Grizzly, and you are tuned in to the Jet City Podcast. Now, today, the New York Jets 2024 schedule was released, guys. I want to go right through this quickly. I want to, guys, give you a quick rundown of how I think the New York Jets will do. I'm going to give you a floor, right? I'm not going to give you a ceiling. I'm going to give you a floor of where we should finish. Worst case scenario, okay? So, with that being said, we got the San Francisco 49ers at San Francisco. This is going to be a tough game. This is definitely a losable one. Let's start the floor there. So, we got a losable game right there. Then we go to the Tennessee Titans. I don't think that their defense is going to be good enough to really hang with our offense. I think offensively, our defense will shut them down. Will Levis, sorry, man, it's just not going to be your day. Then we move to New England. I hate the fact that it's New England here for our home opener. I would have rather seen a tougher competition. New England Patriots with May and Mayo. It's going to take time for them to get into their niche. So this is a definite win. Then we have the Denver Broncos. I hate to see the Denver Broncos on our schedule. I feel like we got to wrap ABT and bubble wrap, but this is a definite win for us. I don't see there being any issue. There's nothing that the Denver Broncos really do to really stop us. We go to London and face the Minnesota Vikings next. I love this for us because we're the away team, and this is not really an away game. This is kind of a hodgepodge of a bunch of fans showing up and more or less cheering for football. First year for J.J. McCarthy, going up against a top-tier defense, and playing in unfamiliar territory. This should be a win for the New York Jets. Then we go and bring that win back home, and we have the Buffalo Bills. Like I said in my previous videos, I think the New York Jets will split 1-1 with the Buffalo Bills. Since this is our home game, I'm going to say this is going to be the one that we take and go on a 5-game winning streak. We're going to see the Steelers. Steelers are a great defense. You know, the other reasons that the Steelers went 10-7 last year, with the adding of Russell Wilson and Justin Fields backing him up, they definitely add a little bit more to their game. This is definitely a losable game because of how great their defense can be, and the havoc that they're rushing, the havoc that they can put on a quarterback. So let's hope that they don't put too much havoc on our guy. Then we go to the New England Patriots. Again, this is a win for us. We move on to the Houston Texans. This is a losable game for us because of the fact that their defense is probably one of the best defenses against the run, the best defenses on third down, and they have an offense that is young and explosive. So this is a losable game for the New York Jets. I definitely think at home, primetime football, that we as Jet fans can show up and make it harder for the Houston Texans to do. But as far as building a floor, I'm going to have to give this one respect to the Houston Texans. Then we go to the Cardinals. The Cardinals have nothing going for them other than the fact that Kyler Murray's coming back. Beyond that, there is literally nothing. And when it comes to Kyler Murray against this defense, I'll take our defense every time, 99,000 times out of whatever the next number is. All right. Then we move on to the Indianapolis Colts. Listen, for some reason, I feel like the New York Jets always have issues against a mobile quarterback. I don't know what it is. Anthony Richards is very athletic, very explosive, very scary guy. They definitely have good pieces around him. But we have to really see how he does, how he shakes out. For me, this is a losable game because Indianapolis' defense is right there in the middle of the pack. Maybe they can compete with our offense slightly. It really is going to come into how healthy we are just before the bye week. So I'll mark this as a losable game for us. Week 12 bye week. I love to see the late bye week get us fresh towards the end of the year. That's very solid for us. I'm super excited about that. Coming out of that bye week, we have a warm-up game. And I say warm-up because I definitely think this is a winnable game against the Seattle Seahawks. At home, we come out of the bye week, and we're at home against Seattle. The team has good receivers, but beyond that, I don't really see anything that the Seattle Seahawks do that really make me shake in my boots. You know what I'm saying? I do like Byron Jones, the guy that they drafted. If he can play to his potential, he can maybe wreak havoc against our interior offensive line. I really want to see the Jets address that sometime this offseason, bring in some more pieces because health is everything. But regardless, that's a win for me. Then we play the Miami Dolphins. This is, if you guys go ahead and check out, again, if you guys check out my AFC ranking, Know Your Rivals video, you'll see how I feel about Miami, how I feel about Buffalo and the Patriots in depth. With Miami, this being their home game, I'm going to give them this one and say this is a losable game. You know, we're going to Miami. They have a great offense. At this point, their defense would have been able to gel. A lot of people would have been able to come back from injury. So it's definitely a plus for them. And we're showing up to their home stadium, so they have that advantage. I'm going to make this a losable game. After that, they had the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a good team, but when I look at them, I think about their offensive line. Our offensive line is better. I think about their playmakers. Ours are better. Our defense is better. Our skill position players are better. Our quarterback currently, right now, Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. And until he shows me otherwise, I'm going to continue feeling that way. So this is a win for me. In beautiful Jacksonville, this is a win for me. Let's go. Then we got the Rams. Now, obviously, this is a losable game going against a solid Rams team. If you would have told me, I do feel a little bit more confident with the departure of Aaron Donald. With him being gone, there's definitely a lot less pressure on the New York Jets. Again, interior line, fix it. With him being gone, I feel a lot more confident about this game. Offensively, they're monsters. Offensively, defensively, they're probably middle of the pack, maybe late teens ranking. These last two games coming up are against AFC East rivals, must-win games, right? At this point, our floor going into these next two games are 9-6. If we can go to this point and be 9-6 with the opportunity to fight our division rivals and win, we could get to an 11-6 record. Now that would be lovely, right? But for the fact that this video, I'm going to have to stay true to the fact that I said we're going to go 1-1 with Buffalo and 1-1 with Miami, because I definitely see it going that way. If I was to do that and give them this, I would say the New York Jets floor would be 10-7. Now, 10-7 isn't bad. I definitely think it probably puts us in a wild card spot, but it definitely doesn't give us the AFC East championship. And that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're going for, because that's going to definitely punch our ticket and be the beginning of the Super Bowl journey that every Jet fan is hoping for. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, guys, you guys know what it is, man. It's JETS, Jets. I'm your boy, Louie, out.